But Dave, let's move on yet again. Thank you to Bilal for being on. Great Laker content. I fucking love our patrons.
Yep.
Each and every. Soapy is now in Twitch chat. There was a jump cut on YouTube. What you would have saw if you were on Twitch was me entertaining the masses because Dave had to take a pee break.
I like how like you can't just continue on. You're like, no, I gotta let him know Dave had to use the bathroom.
Well, yeah, because that's why we stopped. If I had to use the bathroom, I would expect you to let them know.
I don't think we need to let YouTube know everything.
I think. Well, how do they?
That's
know
the whole point of YouTube.
Yeah, but how do they know what they're missing?
They get
on
the clean
Twitch?
cut.
Yeah, they get the clean cut. But how do they know why to follow us on Twitch, Dave? You gotta let them know what's going on. And they're
if you want to watch Ricky talk to a camera while I go to the bathroom, that's on you. You know.
I think.
You got weird taste.
I think that I entertain the masses. Soapy, gotta give it context. But we're moving on into Wet Boys, where this is the dampest of dudes, the soggiest of shooters, the moistest of men.
Almost got
These
one this week.
Our Wet Boys. These are the guys we love tossing love to each and every week. Or in some cases, don't like tossing love to, which I almost did this week. But I will get into it with mine. We're going to keep the rotation the same. We'll go mine, we'll go Dave. And then, do you want to give Sean?
You go, Sean.
Okay, I'll go Sean. But for mine, before you put up who it is, I've got a little bit of a story to tell with it.
You give me the thumbs up when I'm ready.
I was originally going to give a dry dude to Dwayne Wade for his... I just the best word I can come to it is his fuckery at the dunk contest. Because I saw Sonic during the dunk contest,
Sonic.
So I didn't see it live.
Yeah.
But then watching it on replay, and then also I think on Twitter it's Worldwide Rob or Worldwide Wob. He did a full investigation, which was beautiful. Where basically the context was all the judges were going to give it a tie. And then either let the fans decide or go into what the or just end it with a tiebreaker, which the league did not want. And D Wade, without letting anyone know, apparently, if you look at the video, while they're going to reveal the scores, he's already pulling out his earpiece, which is like the show's over, we're done, because he knows what's coming. And when they show the scores, Common looks over like, what? Scotty's arms are crossed, and he looks over like, really, man? And then Candace Parker's reaction is like really? Like,
I mean,
everyone,
look, every judge had a score, and they could have done whatever they wanted.
Yeah, but they had a plan. And D-Wade, after, to Complex Sports, was like, well, you know what? Candace Parker gave it a 9.
Yep,
right? She could have gave it a 10. The plan was that you give it a 10.
But was there a verbal agreement?
Yes,
Do we have them on?
Yes, there was.
There's a recording saying, you give a 10, you give a 10, I'll give a 9, I'll give a 9.
I did not hear a recording.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But every single judge is like, we talked about it, and we said, you give this, so it adds up. So, yes, it's their fault for trusting D-Wade. They should have just said, hey, D-Wade, give it, like, actually, it doesn't matter, because if it was a 9, D-Wade would have just gave it an 8. Like, it was a lose-lose situation. And I hate it. And I almost gave him a dry dude. But I thought to myself, I personally don't like the dry dude. And the reason why is I want to look at the positive.
Yeah, the dry dude's really a me thing.
Yeah, I don't want to look at the negative.
I'm a salty bastard,
so I decided not to give my first ever dry dude.
Good call.
I went with my wet boy, and we now have, Dave, a new leader in the clubhouse, Luka Doncic. Luka, 4th wet boy on the year, after having a good game, a great game, against the Orlando Magic.
The Euro game.
2 assists away from a triple-double, 50% from 3. Dude balled out like he's been doing all year. And now, like I said, new leader in the clubhouse. You're looking at him, Luka Doncic. He is, with 4 wet boys, number 1, king of the mountaintop for wet boys this year.
You know what's great about this? There's symbolism going on right now with Wet Boys. You give Luka Doncic, the man that I praised for a year and a half straight, going into the draft, and I'm like, this kid's everything. This kid's gonna be the guy. And you're like, nuh-uh.
I got given him like 2 or 3 of his 4 wet boys.
I believe you've given him more wet boys than I have.
Yes.
And then meanwhile, I'm over here, and I gave this kid his first wet boy. You gave Luka his first wet boy. And this is the kid who you were like, oh, he is the can't-miss prospect. He should be the number 1 overall in this draft. He should be everything. He should be the guy.
Yep.
I'm taking Trae Young. He had a career night. He had a career high. As much as I want to rip on this
2018 draft class, baby.
That draft class is so good. Yeah, he put up a 50 spot. Just in an incredible game. He embarrassed Andre Iguodala's return game. Just national TV made him look like a goddamn joke out there. It was so good. Like that. Oh, Trae Young had a fucking night, man. He couldn't miss. He's shooting from the logo. He's got great handles, great touch, just unlimited range. His offensive game is insane.
And I love his comment about Jimmy Butler, where it's like, yeah, Jimmy was right. I can see the future because I saw this game happening. I was like, boom, mic drop. Take it, Jimmy Butler.
So yeah, no, I love the symbolism because I was always higher on Luka. You were always higher on Trae. I was the first person to give Trae a wet boy. You were the first person to give Luka a wet boy. It's the respect, Ricky. This is how we do.
And then we go into Sean's wet boy, which Jake will like. It's Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he's okay at basketball.
Joe had a good game, but here's my problem with Joel Embiid, and because originally, who did Sean pick originally?
The moist one himself.
Yes, Malik Monk, because he was
roasting the
Bulls with 13 points, and they were only up 10. I was like, okay.
It was a halftime.
Yeah,
he had 13 in the first half. That was pretty good.
It was the roasting part. It's like, really, you're up 10? Like, roasting to me is like, whoa, they're up like 20. But
way to move the goalposts.
Here's the thing with Joel Embiid that I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Is, yes, they won the game. The one game this week, because this is the one game wet boy.
Correct.
Does it matter what happened in that game to you? Where they had the big lead, the Nets came back, and then you had to win it. What was that, double overtime or single overtime?
A little embarrassing.
Was that double overtime?
I think it was single.
With the way
moist
they
one,
had
by the way,
to win that one.
25 points at the end of that game. You know.
Like, I almost looked at it and went, yeah, they won, but what was it? Yeah, it was single overtime. That overtime was, they outscored them 9-1.
Yeah, it was
in that overtime.
Yep.
But yes, he had 39. Also, I refused to put 100% from 3 on his sheet because he only shot 1 3 in the game.
Still.
So that's why I went with free throws because really you got to have like a certain number of attempts too. But Sean, giving love to Joe, having the 39 points in the game. And those are our 3 wet boys. And then closing things out for wet boys is our
fantasy update.
Which I'll be honest, the All-Star break happened.
Yep.
These last 2 days, I even set lineups like I should because I got out of the groove a little bit.
Oh, no.
So the last 2 days are kind of wonky. But we're still in 7th.
Oh, okay.
We're still 1 point behind Super Hippo.
Could have closed that gap.
We could have been above him.
Damn.
Probably because we fell a point and he fell 2 points. And then Tomcats is still at 81 above us.
Okay.
But the thing that sucks is guess who are the 2 that gained points?
Who gained?
Brad Stevens' Army.
Oh, goddamn, that man's
and then
invincible.
Sam. So 1 and 2
Congrats,
gained
Sam,
a
on
point.
being 2.
Sam now is in sole possession of 2 over King E.
Yeah.
Who is in 3rd place. I still think we should make a trade with Team Blah. Taking Rudy Gobert, taking Ja Morant. Who else did he offer?
Somebody else. There's 3
Julius
great pieces.
Randle and Ricky Rubio.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
not?
go shameless to the end of the season.
Why not? See if we can catch Brad Stevens' Army. But yeah, that's where our fantasy sits right now. We'll see how much we gain and how many moves.
Yeah.
I go ahead and take Ricky lost his groove thing. Yes, I did, Soapy. I did lose my groove.